Hello, this is part 2 to my giveaways. It's the same day, same recording basically, only the rest I accidentally minimised the game, which ended the recording because it's using the built-in record app for the Samsung Galaxy S8. So yeah, the game tool. So, how much can we get for basically 190? How much of these can we sell? Let's check 40, what's that give me? 200, no. 200, okay. That's correct, 10.38. Yeah, that's good. It requires level 50, but it's already going to like Eco 5. That's good, it's going to a good point. You just got to basically cultivate now. Okay, no prob. I mean, I did tell you, as you're going to be able to see from this video, and my other one, that I've got like over 1,000. There's 1,000 there. And there's 11. So yeah, over 1,000. Well, I did have over 800. Now I've got like over 1,000. You know what I mean? Anybody want like 500 Evans on pages, you know what I mean? Just like, hello, over here. Stop buying it off dickheads, buy it off me. I'll give them you. Or give them you a discount price. I prefer a discount price because at least then it covers my tax. So yeah, I'd probably do discount price to cover my tax, or a 5k profit on top or something like that, you know what I mean, to depending on it. I mean, 500 of these, how much would that actually sell for? 500 at lowest price. Let's find out. At least these aren't like 5k a page. Yeah, that's good. No, that's 50. What the hell? Yeah, I'll give away up to that amount. I've got no problem with that. So yeah, there's 500. I don't mind giving away them anyway. So anybody want them, just give me a shout. The other 500 I'll keep in case I need. You know what I mean? Well, I won't need it, but you know, if I want to give them to somebody like a friend who hasn't maxed it. Can't give them to you, can I? Because you went round and decided to, you know what? I'm just going to spend my money buying it off people who aren't going to give me the money back. Why not? And then I can be like, yes, yes, yes. I maxed Stefan's hand. Although I could have done it for free. It even worked out the exact amount I've lost. Well, I've actually lost more. So than that, you know, I'm at 180k. I was at 300, so that's 120k. No, yeah, 120k gone. And I was at 350, and if I remember correctly, when I actually started, I did a couple of sales beforehand. You know what I mean? I had like 350 and 380. So I've actually lost everything, the exact amount. There's 20, 35. I lost by 135 to 140, something like that, between that price, 135k to 140. So this is a little part 2 to the, well, some of the money that I've been giving away so that he can buy the pages off me to boost up his purple internals, because at the moment he's currently having to use blue internals, which is obviously significantly weaker. So we're going to slowly bring them up, his purple ones, and start swapping him over to his purple, which will give him a lot more stats. And in return for doing so, I lose like 135k. Just freaking lovely. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if anybody needs any Evans and stuff like that, or even some of the stuff that I've been selling today, there are things that I don't need to worry about at my might, because I've already maxed those particular stuff anyways. Let me just see if I've got anything else I can actually... I mean, the only really highest quality stuff I've got right now, which is decent but not super important for people around our might, or people from like 1 mil upwards really, it ain't super important, are these. Of course you can buy these at lowest price now, only because we keep sticking too many in. Some of them are in overpriced, so if I was you, I wouldn't even bother touching them. 15k. But like, yeah, you can buy them at the lowest price now. Different places, from different people, or on the odd occasion, depends on now whether you're going to be teaming up with people who are going to go around PK me and stuff like that, or trying to PK me. You know what I mean? If I can trust that you're not going to get involved in that, and you're not going to be a supporter of them or anything like that, and you're not going to join guilds of nasty players, then I've got no problem giving that stuff away, because at the end of the day, I don't need to max it. Why do I need to max something I've already maxed? You know what I mean? So yeah, it ain't greedy like all of the other high might players who just want to make as much money as they possibly can, so that they can get as strong as they possibly can. That shit really don't bother me. I'll get strong in my own time, and I'll get there my own way. A max way of the fist. See if I got any of them to sell. I think I have. So I could actually get. No, I've only got one of them, because I normally sell them in 4s at least normally. But yeah, give it a few months and I'll be able to sell loads of them. Unfortunately, the players who have the most stuff that can be sold are the high might players. But that's because it's encouraged for everybody on the game to hate on me and refuse to team up with me for different things, because they don't want me collecting stuff and giving it away. Mainly because, like, if I collected loads of these, let's say for example, XE is one of the most valuable but easiest to get of pages, and I've maxed it, and as you can see, the pages, they're still, even for me, overpriced. You know what I mean? For my liking. 15k, I'd just about accept that, but I wouldn't go any higher than 17. You know what I mean? Well, 17,500. And there's still a few being sold. Like, people are really trying to push the edge on how much they can make here. Yeah, but then, obviously everybody can do ship easy and ship hard quite easy now. When it's easy to get up to the 1 mil point. That's basically what I'm saying. So, guess what? I sell a lot of. As you can see right now, I've currently got some in sale. I got 2 there. I think I probably sold all the ones I did have. I had a large stack of them. Let's have a look, see if I got any more. What? No, I'm sure I got some more. Probably in storage. Let's have a look. Yeah, 8. Got 8 of them. Now, there's a really important reason why they are so bloody cheap. I mean, this is the lowest price. These are high price, okay. That's people taking the mick. Literally. They're like, these people are idiots. They'll pay whatever price I put in. Here's our the ones on the first page, the lowest price. I put it in price order. And this is the lowest. 18 there, 3 there, 1 there, 1 there, 8 there, 2 there. So, you know what I mean? There's quite a lot going in the lowest price. And of course, if anybody wants an exact amount, you could TM somebody or ask if anybody's selling them, and ask them to let them know you want, and say so in the world chat. But yeah, people don't really have much of a choice but to sell those at the lowest price, because you keep sticking them in overpriced. I keep sticking them in at the lowest price. Now, of course, if I'm there doing like things like, let me think, trying to get rank 1 in well, what's it called now, School Wars, get IG pages and maxing them, they're not going to want me to max it. I'm even that lowest price. I'm not fucking greedy. So when I do things like School Wars and stuff like that, I'll get a lot of high mites, particularly trying to target me out of the group. There'll be a group of us, right, and we'll all be there trying to take the flags and all that, you know what I mean, participating in the event. But there will be several players, especially the most greediest ones, trying to attack me to stop me from getting the flags like you're supposed to. But there'll be You know when you can tell they're straight off locking onto you and it's not just like random kill. As soon as you go over to the flag, they step away from the group, see you, lock onto you, straight attack on you, just trying to slow your points down so that you get less points, so you don't meet the top ranks, so you don't get Tai Chi pages, which means it takes you longer to upgrade them or max them, and therefore takes you longer to sell them. I can't go to these events, I'll tell you. This is what a lot of the high mites do. These places here do these tyrants, where you get your Tai Chis. The high mites do these every day at these particular times. And obviously that's quite a few that they can make. And there's only one group that can do that. It's the rank 1 guild. She will normally be there to take it. I shall take it every time. Now I'm not sure because I haven't had them myself, but I've never been able to have one myself without having a high might take it from me. It always will happen on them because they're so valuable. And yeah, she is, from what I'm aware, no, hang on, has she maxed hers? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure she has maxed hers. We'll find out. Yep, she has maxed hers. So she just takes it for one of two things only. So she can max her outs with Tai Chi, put Tai Chi Fist on her outs. 2, stop other people from upgrading and maxing Tai Chi. 3, to stop people from selling them, because I'm not sure, but I think they're unbound. And if they are, you can put them in trade at lowest price. And she ain't going to want anybody doing that. No way. You start putting them in the lowest price, nobody's going to buy them at fucking 100k a page. No, that's not me actually being sarcastic. I mean, that's the price that people sell them for when they do go in. 130k a page. And remember, you're going to need about 20 of them, so there's several mil. But of course, let's keep in mind, I'm a high might, but not as strong as some of the high mights, especially when they all gang up on me, you know what I mean? Some of them I can beat. Yeah, even those that are a lot stronger than me, I've been able to beat from time to time. And yeah, because they're high mights, the lower mights in the guild, well, not in the guild, I mean in the game, will stay quiet, or 9 times out of 10 support the higher mights, even though they don't actually realise it's the lower mights, so they're keeping the prices so ridiculously high. The one that everybody's against is the one who's doing what he can to bring the prices down, or even just give stuff away as and when I can. And they don't realise the amount of stuff that the rank 1 guild, especially so kind lovely Chi, is actually taking. And she's not taking these just because she's desperate to max it. She's maxed it. You know what I mean? But she ain't gonna let nobody else except for her guild members have that. And obviously, when it comes to allowing the guild members to have that, it will be, of course, deputies first, and then officers, and they'll be the focus point. And then once they've been maxed, maybe every now and again they'll give a couple to guild members. But if you're not in that guild, there is no way you're going to get that. It's something that, in the eyes of the rank 1 guild, these events belong to them only. The same as Conquest, you know what I mean, and World Tour and stuff like that. Whatever I can get, it all belongs to them because they're the strongest guild. So yeah, if you actually want to make a difference, join us. Because I ain't gonna allow these stupid overpriced, ridiculous rip-off stuff going on in this game. Now, of course, a lot of people will probably be thinking, well, how the hell do we know that if we help you, how do we know you ain't gonna be just like them? You know what I mean? How do we know you ain't gonna put yourselves first above everybody else, above all the lower mites? You know what I mean? Think that you're more important than everybody else? I mean, how do we know that you ain't gonna sell stuff overpriced and all that crap? You know what I mean? And I've got a simple answer to that. Log on to iRuner Online. It's an online MMO game. If you can play this, well then you can download that game and check it out. Walk around the server. There's a lot of servers on there. And every single server you'll find on there will be rammed, literally jam-packed with players. And you walk around through those servers and ask if anybody knows a player called Jace or Jace Whiz. Guaranteed you'll find somebody that remembers me. And that was my impact on that game. Some of them will like me, some of them will remember me as a very bad person because they tried to scam somebody and then I basically went around kill stealing off them and drove them out of the game. And some of them will be like, oh yeah, I remember you, you gave me so and so amount of spinner. I remember you, you gave me this equipment and this equipment. I remember you, you power leveled me from like level 1 to level 50. You know what I mean? I remember you, somebody tried to sell me pirate garb for like 2 mil, something like that they were trying to sell them for. And then you went around and farmed the bosses and then started giving them away. Yeah, I remember that one. That was a fun one, that was. When that boss first came out and you was able to get an item called Pirate Garb, which was then renamed at a later point. I then went round with a player, literally called Player, who had lava mail equipment, I remember that. And we farmed the sky, it's like a sky dragon type boss type thing. Same place where the Griffin and Harpies are. And we farmed it, I got a few Pirate Garbs and then I started giving them away. Because I saw people were going around selling them overpriced. Now the price they were selling them was like 2 mil or something like that. And back then on those maps, it would take you, I believe, let me think, how long would it take you to make 2 mil would take you, I believe, about 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It was very low, but as soon as you reach the, I think it was either level 60 or level 80, you could make 2 mil within 2 to 3 days. So, yeah, people are going around saying they want 2 mil for it because that's what they can make within a couple of days easy. Not too much of a difficult. Now, the problem is with P-Garb, it's only really valuable to use between levels 50 to level 60. So by level 80, you don't need it, you need another piece of equipment. It was basically to get past the Harpies because they had high deaths. Now I'm basically rambling on, sorry about that. And yeah, we had to get past the Harpies, basically do a quest where you had to do the Griffin and Harpy quest, which was something I got known for, the Griffin and Harpy grinder, because I was doing it all the time. And yeah, we used to do those quests, and to be able to actually hit the Harpies, you needed to have high dex, which was to boost your accuracy. And it also boosted your evade as well, I think, if I remember correctly. Something like that anyways. Anyways, after level 80 you didn't need it and you needed another piece of equipment. Now, up to level 70, it would take you several weeks to make 2 mil. And by the time a new player on the game, who's done just a very small amount of farming, not loads but not nothing, and is playing the game like they normally would, they would have only made no more than about 20,000 at the most. 20,000 spinner, as the currency is called on that game, by the time they'd have reached level 50 and be trying to get the P-Garb to help them with the next level up quest. And yeah, I got really peed off about that. You know what I mean? The max they can make really is around 20k on average. In order to buy that P-Garb that you're selling for 2 mil, they have to level up to level 80 or farm for the next 2-3 weeks. Or they can level up to level 80 for the next couple of days to make the 2 mil to buy that item that they now no longer need. Because now they need another item for farming on the level 80 quest. I mean, it was like, are you taking the piss? But yeah, that part, I think it was like a level 80 quest after that or something like that. But yeah, that was basically after you move off the Griffin and Harpy stuff, you go to the castle. And then, actually it wasn't for quest after level 80. Once you got to the level 80, you did the Dark Knights. and you didn't need to quest for that, I don't think. It was just farming Dark Knights. But the P-Gob didn't help, didn't make things easier or harder. You just used Lava Mail. You didn't need that Dex or anything like that, you needed damage. Well, magic if possible, if you was a magic user. They were really effective against the Dark Knights. They did large damage. Whereas physical attacks like Warriors and that did less damage. Okay, I'm rambling on a bit now, but yeah, you get my point. You go around that game, you'll be able to find someone that knows me and find out yourself. Or after about the guild I used to have. And it'll only be like the early players from that game, but there are still many early players on those games. All on my arena. And yeah, look for some of the strongest in the game and you'll find somebody that'll know me from maybe back in like 2000 what, 18 now? So you look at that 2014 to 2015, around that point. I mean, I know it's been at least 3 years, maybe 4 since I played, and a couple of weeks ago I was on another game and a player came up to me, because I play under my name that I used to play on there. I used to start this game on the same name, Jaces. And the player came up to me and says, are you the Jaces from Irina? And I said, I haven't played in a long time. And they said, yeah, my guild member was, one of my guild members was saying there used to be a player who did this, that and the other by that name. I think he was on about, what he was saying? I think it was the market price he was on about. And yeah, basically he was telling me some stuff that his guild had been saying about me and all that. But it wasn't bad stuff. So yeah, but there will be players on there who don't like me. Particularly Storage, who I don't think plays the EU version anymore, or the English version. I think he's gone back to the Chinese version now. Not Chinese, I mean Japanese. Because basically the old first gen players hate me because I gave out a lot of hidden information that helped all the lower mites grow, and it led the lower mites to get ahead of all the old high mite players, so they could no longer be the strongest players on the EU server and get all of the advanced information from the JP server, knowing that nobody on the EU server knew what they knew, so that they can come back and automatically get the best stuff and the best level ups and know everything of what to do before it came out on EU. So yeah, I basically leaked all that information and then became well hated. But at the time, it was like a Marmite. Anyways, thank you for watching. This video has rambled on a little bit too long and I want to go to sleep. So good night and have a good time.